Yo, 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 man. What's up, people? Man, this is your boxing genius from SBMBoxing.com, man. Let's subscribe, man. Let's subscribe, people, so you get the latest in the boxing news. You get some live videos and some live coverage right here, Little MGM, my home here. And you get different opinions and, comments from all over, YTBC, especially us right here, the SBM Boxing family. Kenneth That Speak Boxing, you got Clyde, the Godfather, you got Rocco, you got Chino, Angel Sanchez. You also got Waukee Yo No Say out there, and you got yourself and one and only the boxing genius, man. So let's subscribe, man, so we get this thing going. By the way, we have not made a video. I have not talked to the YTBC, the fans out there, since the last time with Danny Garcia fighting Lamont Peterson. In which my son, we covered some of the fight, and my son did a video, and then there was a lot of comments out there suggesting that he don't know what the hell he was talking about the fight, so on and so forth. My opinion is, the way I see the fight was Lamont Peterson started off too goddamn late, okay? One is that the first 6 rounds, I dislike Mayweather, but there's one thing about Mayweather. He is Mayweather, okay? Nobody can do what the fuck Mayweather does. He cannot go around and clown around and try to dance around the ring the first 6 rounds or 7 rounds of boxing and try to outbox and outclass Danny Garcia. He didn't do shit. Bottom line, all right? He came on after the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th round. 5 rounds of boxing. He came on what they call the championship rounds. That does not win a fucking fight for you, Lamont Peterson. 1, you are not Mayweather. Bottom line. Okay? To me, Danny Garcia won the fight. The correct score is 115, 113. That's my opinion. That other judge, 114, 114. Cool. But as far as him, Lamont Peterson, they robbed the fight, that's bullshit. Amir Khan got robbed. Okay? Amir Khan got robbed against Lamont Peterson. Mauricio Herrera got robbed against Danny Garcia. Lamont Peterson plainly fucking lost. All right? Bottom line. Okay? Now, that was a hell of a fight against Lucas Matthese against Ruslan Bratnikov. I said to you guys that was going to be the Rock and Sock and Robots. And that was a clear view picture of Lucas Matthese boxing. Knows he's not just a puncher. The guy moved around a little bit. But bottom line is that he's still too slow in that weight division at 140. The way I see it, an excellent fight would be him against Adrian Broner. So Adrian Broner can stop talking shit. See if he can still take a punch. Because I know Lucas Matthese hits much harder than Marcus Madonna. That's my opinion. Bottom line. Okay? Then we said the following weeks after that, we have PBC, which is also tonight. We had Adonis Stevenson. He's taking on Bika. Bika, this is the first time he's ever fought at the light heavyweight division. Bika's never fought there. Bika's coming up from the 168, the super middleweight, fighting at the light heavyweight. A big puncher, which I call Mr. T, Superman, they call him. But guess what? He looked too super against Bika. And my opinion is, if he goes and fights Kovalev is going to knock his fucking ass out. That is bottom line. That is my opinion against Stevenson and Kovalev fight, because Stevenson left, by the way, when Kovalev called his ass out. And that's the way I see things, with Kovalev and Stevenson, but anyway, there is a fight tonight, Friday night. Tonight is Friday. It's a little late in the game, to more or less record this video, but bottom line, I'm gonna record it anyway. And before I record it, I'm gonna drink a little bit of this, what they call Modelo. Okay, excuse me for a minute here. By the way, for those of you who drink beer drinkers, you guys should know that's an excellent beer, man. But anyway, tonight we're gonna see in Spike TV, which is also part of PBC, we're gonna see the likes of Anthony Dirrell fighting Badu Jack. Badu Jack and Anthony Dirrell is not a fight that I'm too much interested in. This card tonight It's not something that's very attractive to me. It's like they call Friday nights Lights Out, in which, comes up by Spike. You got Anthony Dirrell against, Bad Dude Jack. Anthony Dirrell should not have any problems with Bad Dude Jack. Anthony Dirrell is a pretty good fighter. Pretty good, super good at the middleweight division, 160. Then you have also, which I call from my hometown, the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs. He's been around for a while, man. And when the man at the middleweight division, 160, Miracle Jacobs, his only loss have come to some dude named Mitri something, I just don't recall, but it never was a rematch there. But anyway, the man is from Brooklyn, my hometown, where I was raised at. Not my hometown, where I was raised at in Brooklyn, and he's also was raised and born in Brownsville, New York, but it's not the same Brownsville in which I was raised at in part of Brooklyn, New York. Excuse me. Let's get this right. Who do I go for in that fight? I think Jacob should take care of this guy. And by the way, Jacob, if not mistaken, he has about 27 wins and about 24 knockouts. So this should not be a problem for the Miracle Man. And by the way, the Miracle Man would be an excellent contender for Mr. Triple G. And they talk about that, and they're going to continue to talk about that. But before Triple G fights the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs, he's going after Cotto, and Cotto keeps dodging and running and doing whatever he's got to do. Cotto, stop fucking running and go fight Triple G and see what's up. Then you got the likes of a guy named Roberto Garcia and some dude Molina. After that, it's just unknowns, tonight. But then tomorrow, Saturday, we got Klitschko. The heavyweight division. Klitschko hasn't fought in the USA, and I think for about 7 or 8 years. His last fight, if I'm not mistaken, was in Vegas. It wasn't, I don't think, in Madison Square. I don't know. But he hasn't fought in a while at the US. About 7 or 8 years now. He's going to fight Mr. Jennings, Brian Jennings. They're claiming that's going to be a good-ass fight because Jennings is a little taller than most of his contenders, but the way I see it, I don't think Klitschko should have any problems with him, It'll be a good fight, but Klitschko will take care of business and, and obviously win the fight. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be waiting for the big one next weekend, May the 2nd, which is a lot of shit going down, man. There's so much promotional shit is happening in that bullshit fight. I call it a bullshit fight. There's going to be another video based on that bullshit fight. People out there, which are Mr. FMJ fans, they're going to say, the genius, what? You're calling it a bullshit fight now? After all these years, you were saying that he's going to fight Mayweather and that Mayweather going to kick his ass. My opinion has not changed. My opinion has not changed. I'm just looking to make a video next week depending upon all this bullshit promotional shit that's going on, man. There's so much shit. You got now a motherfucker from WWB, World Wrestling, the wrestling in Mayweather's corner. Then you got celebrities, Mark Wahlberg in Pacquiao's corner. Then you got all these opinions from all over the different types of athletes. You got boxers, that are claiming, fine, I do understand Cotto's. I do understand Sean Mosley, because these are guys that has fought against both of these people. Okay? Sean Mosley fought against Mayweather, and he fought against Pacquiao. Sean Mosley says that he hits harder. Pacquiao hits much harder than, Floyd Mayweather. Cotto says he's going to kick, Pacquiao is going to kick Mayweather's ass. That's my opinion. Okay? Then you got the likes of, Oscar De La Hoya talking shit. You got Bernard Hopkins. You got Mike Tyson. You got Ali. Everybody's opinion. You got a whole lot of opinions out there, people, and I don't blame them. Hey, that is what this is all about. We're looking at the biggest, not the biggest, but the richest fight ever in boxing history. It's going to happen next weekend. That's about it. Now, being the greatest fight? Hell no, it's not the greatest fight. Fucking Eric Morales and, Morales and Marrero had better fights to me, better fights than the one that's coming up now. Those are great fights, You had fucking Wilfredo Gomez fighting Salvador Sanchez in Puerto Rico, which I seen that fight. To me, that was a better fight. Bet you that's a better fight. You had Wilfredo Benitez when he took on Kid Palomino and he was only 17 years old. That was a better fight. That's a great fight. You got two guys that are going to make mega millions, and they were supposed to be fighting 5 years ago, and you're going to tell me that's the greatest fight? No, the fuck is not the greatest fight. The richest fight, we're going to pay for it. We're going to host it here. Yes, we're going to do it. Our fans, I say, you shouldn't pay that shit, genius. Fuck them motherfuckers. But guess what? We're going to pay for it. We're going to watch the fight. We're going to critique the fight. We're going to probably go in there. You know, it's going to be so much recording in that fight, so much shit going on in that fight, that we're going to be putting it out there probably, you know, boom, 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 boom. One video after maybe 3 or 4 rounds. That's the way I'm hoping and I'm looking for. Okay? Because Kenny's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Clyde's going to be there. Rocco's going to be there. There's going to be different sessions and different recordings going on, opinions, you know, rounds, and people talking shit and having a good time. That's what it's all about, man. And bottom line is that this week, I should be more or less making a video to talk to you a little bit more about this fight, because this shit is getting too long, and YTBC YouTube is not allowing us to make a video more than 12 minutes. So I'm going to love you guys. See you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. This is your boxing genius from SBMBoxing.com. And for those of you that always say that genius don't know shit about boxing, y'all could kiss my ass, and I'll see you around. God bless. Later.